Hi, and welcome to This Week at Apollo. Today we have a very special guest, Chris, my co-founder, and our Chief Growth Officer.
Maybe you try it. Maybe you.
Chris is visiting us in Montreal this week, and we figured what a great opportunity to catch up and see what you've been working on, Chris. So, how have you been?
I've been great, thank you. Thank you for having me on This Week
On
at
the show.
Apollo.
You know.
I feel very privileged. Yeah.
We had to, we started running out of people to talk about, right? So we had to invite Chris
I was
on
on the bottom
show.
of the bottom.
No, but jokes aside, it's obviously great to have you, and I think a lot of people still remember you from early on in the days of Apollo when you were the main on-camera talent.
Yeah.
So we're bringing you back, and I think everyone's really excited to find out about what you've been working on for the last few weeks.
For sure. And yeah, no, it's been great. I guess, I mean, the Toronto move is, I still come back to Montreal every month, which is really nice because I miss the team. But a lot of what I do is, again, it's just wholesale and sales, right? It's increasing that sort of distribution, which has been just, you get stuck in the weeds and you go, and it's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, exciting to share what we've been working on. I guess we can go, again, the whole distribution side is really important, but it goes back to the mission of Apollo, right? I think, and you know that best, it's best mobility for all and getting access to our scooters to the most people to hit our vision. And our vision is to reach 1 billion kilometers traveled on Apollo vehicles by 2030. And that's what's really important on the growth side. It's like you can go, and I think we're going to do two segments. So for This Week at Apollo, it's interesting. We're also going to do a Mission Apollo that's going to be launched, a podcast launch soon. That really goes into the details of distribution. So stay tuned for that, and if you want to learn much more about that. But I think for this week, there's two big updates, which are really exciting. And I'll jump right into it if you want. The big one is Best Buy USA. So Best Buy USA is the 14th biggest retailer in the US in terms of a revenue perspective. And they're one of the few that's really embraced electric scooters in the last few years. You have to remember, scooters are very new, since 2016. So we are now, so as of November 1st, we'll be partnering with Best Buy USA. We'll be in over 200 locations in the US, including Hawaii. Very important.
Hawaii.
Yeah, which is really good. Yeah.
That's actually news. Wow.
Yeah. So I looked at the whole list today. Hawaii is on it as well. And it's so nice because we get so many inquiries from customers in Hawaii, and there's air shipping and it gets complicated. And it's a shame because you see the amount of passion and how much people want an Apollo scooter, and you're like, saying no is always tough. So starting November 1st, we'll be in 200 locations worldwide. The models that will be there will be the Apollo Air 2023 and Apollo City Pro. Reasoning being it's more entry-level price points and allows more people to access it. We're not going to put the Apollo Pro there yet, $4,000 scooter. That'll come in the future. But so that's really exciting. And again, we'll be taking care of repairs, really just focusing on the sales and reaching customers.
So just to clarify, Chris, so customers can go into Best Buy and pick up one of the scooters from the shop, but if something goes wrong and they need help, do they contact us?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So anything that's like repairs or servicing will be through Apollo. So our whole website, all the guides, all the manuals are there. Best Buy will be there to help redirect anything, but Best Buy is there to help if there's any returns or anything like that, more on the admin side. But we have a full repair infrastructure and everything, and we'll be supporting that side.
And are we talking about, when you say Best Buy in store, are we talking about Apollo scooters on shelf at Best Buy? You can physically touch, look at the scooter, which is what our customers have been asking for such a long time.
I know. So the first step with Best Buy is we're going to be in 35 stores on the floor. So like that's where you can touch, feel the scooter as in the cities. And then the rest of the stores, so the extra 200 stores it's going to be sort of a click and collect.
I see.
So it's in the warehouse, just in the back, just because Best Buy are still working on the store spacing. So that'll come very soon. It's just they have very limited spacing for the product. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So in either case, if you want to get one online on bestbuy.com and then just pick one up in your local Best Buy, you'll be able to do it.
Exactly. And that's a huge selling feature, right? Some people, they're all used to same day delivery and same day pickup, and they want it straight away. And we see our customers and they're kids on Christmas waiting for a scooter, which is really nice. So yeah, that's going to be a huge selling point for us as well.
Cool. And any insight into whether test drives will be at all an option?
Not yet. They do have activation throughout the summer, and we can participate, and we definitely will. I think that's really the next step. I would love, anybody in an area to be able to test drive a scooter. And again, 90% of our people who test drive a scooter end up buying one. So it's a no-brainer. It's just that's the next step in terms of rolling that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there a possibility down the road in the future, if all works out nicely between us and Best Buy, that Geek Squad will essentially become an extension of our tech team?
100%. That's, again, they do mobile phones, they do a lot of technical things. So scooters shouldn't be too complicated. and they're already starting on the e-bike space.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be a very simple transition to scooters soon. And again, we have all the onboarding infrastructure, we have everything, so we can really help their team. It's just they're redoing. They're new to the category right now, so they're starting simply with sales, and then they're going to move to Geek Squad, and that'll be a huge selling point as well for our customers. It's just a much better experience. So
Yeah,
that's the
absolutely.
future for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, Nathan and Mo, the team there, have been fantastic. They align again a lot with our values, and they've really helped. So yeah, really, really excited. I think it's one of the biggest partnerships we can go have moving forward. And yeah, so November 1st, everyone, stay tuned.
Exciting.
Yeah,
Well done.
thank you. And then the next big one is we are launching with a new partner as well in Australia. So super exciting. We're launching with one of the biggest electric scooter distributors, Scooter Hut, as of in 2 weeks. And what I'm really excited about is they have 15 or 11 physical stores, building up to 15 next year. And their reviews are phenomenal. The way they take care of customers are phenomenal. The team is great. They have 15 techs. They have warehouses all over Australia. So it just goes back again to making sure customers are really being taken care of perfectly. And they are a fantastic partner to do that. So that's arriving in 3 weeks, the stock. We're just doing the QC and the prep and everything now. There's a lot of intricacies in the background of these things, and it takes months. But yeah, they're a great team to work with, and I'm really excited. I think it's going to really help Australian customers as well get access to our products.
And I have to ask because, obviously you've been working on wholesale for quite a while, but it feels like this is just a lot of almost explosive distribution growth in a fairly short amount of time. Do you feel like that's because, Apollo finally got to a point where our brand is recognized enough, or is it perhaps the products that are finally ready for this type of distribution? What sort of promoted this sudden, improvement and growth in distribution?
For sure. I think the first biggest one is product. Like our product over the years, I mean, as everybody knows with the story of Apollo, we started with OEM, and then we moved to our own scooters, and now it's been 3 years of developing our own scooters. And the product now today, like the Air 2023, the City 23, they're just incredible. So when you have so much confidence in the product and so much just great PR and everything about the product, it makes it very, very easy. And that's one. Number two is infrastructure. So it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of your partners. We get 5 to 10 wholesale requests every day, but these people don't have the infrastructure to take care of the customers and everything else. And it's when a good partner comes out, that's, and that takes a year to get, right? So that's helped fuel our growth a lot. And then the marketing, I mean, our marketing team has been unbelievable. The content created all in-house, and our brand has really shot through the house. Shout out Randy. The content's been amazing. So I think it's all coming together this year, and it's just great. It's really nice again to have these partners coming to us asking to distribute our products. And I think we're at the perfect time to really launch this at a bigger scale.
Yeah, I completely see that too. And I think for anyone who's been following Apollo for quite a while, you see that we've been slowly but surely phasing out some of the older models we've been selling for a while, and really actively making decisions that prioritize quality hardware above everything else. We know reliability is important to our customers, and we feel like the few scooters that we have in stock today are the most reliable we've ever made. And honestly, when we look at even some early results of the performance of those scooters in the market, like we're beating the industry standards by 3x in terms of defect rates and issues, which is phenomenal. So really exciting to get in front of now what it sounds like to be tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people across the world. And before we let you go, Chris, what's next?
What's next? There's a lot. I mean, really, it's execution of this. You want to make sure that when you sign up with big partners, that the execution is perfectly flowed and everything's good. What's next is, I mean, again, Best Buy execution is big, but then it's Europe's going to be a big one. We're already talking to key partners there. That's really exciting. Europe is much more complex in terms of legislation and regulation of everything. So that's why US is still a focus. As we open up to Australia, as we open up to Europe, that's going to be big. And again, we have just such good marketing and a great product. So next year is going to be some very, very exciting things on wholesale fronts. But for now, we're just making sure the execution of this goes through smoothly.
Awesome, beautiful. Anything else to add before we wrap it up?
No, so we're going to keep this one short. So if you are more interested in our wholesale and just a bit more of a chat, there will be a Mission Apollo podcast coming out soon. And that goes through much more detail. But today we really wanted to just highlight the Best Buy launch and the Scooter Hut launch. I think that's phenomenal, and I'm really excited for our customers to benefit from these as well soon.
Awesome. And one last question: how can people figure out which 36 stores we're going to be at?
Yeah, so on our dealer map on our website, you're going to click where can you buy. all of the stores, all 225 stores will be on there. And then what you can also do is go on the Best Buy website in the next few weeks, and you can see what store click and collect and pick it up. So yeah, that's going to be the next 4 weeks probably.
Amazing. All right.
Cool.
Thanks so much, man.
Thanks, guys.